Today's story is about one of the most shocking trials currently unfolding in New York. Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is facing serious allegations, and the testimony is nothing short of horrifying. A woman, using the pseudonym Mia, testified in court that Diddy actually assaulted her repeatedly during her 8 years working as his assistant. She described living in constant fear of his violent outbursts, his power, and his control. "I couldn't tell him no about a sandwich," she said. "I couldn't tell him no about anything." Mia first started working for Diddy in 2009 in her mid-20s. She described the job as chaotic and toxic. She was required to always be nearby, constantly anticipating his every need. She stayed in his homes, but wasn't allowed to lock her doors or even leave without permission. Over time, she said, the violence escalated. She described one moment when Diddy threw a bowl of spaghetti at her head. Another time, he threw a computer at her face because the Wi-Fi wasn't working. She said the highs were extremely high, and the lows terrifyingly low. Mia also testified about witnessing Diddy abuse his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura. The two women became close friends during their time working and traveling together. On one trip to the Turks and Caicos, Mia said Cassie ran into her room screaming, "He's going to beat me." The two women hid on the beach. At one point, they even paddled out into the ocean to escape him, knowing a storm was approaching. Mia told the court she once saw Diddy banging on Cassie's door in LA, and when she tried to intervene, he threw her against a wall and cut her eyebrow open. "I remember thinking, he's actually going to beat her," Mia said. When asked why she didn't go to the police, Mia said she believed his power was greater than the law, that no one would help her, that she'd lose everything she had worked for. She said another assistant had already been fired for trying to report the violence. Then came the most disturbing part of her testimony: the allegations of sexual assault. Mia said Diddy began abusing her early in her employment. On his 40th birthday at the Plaza Hotel in New York, she said he gave her 2 vodka shots, then kissed her and put his hand up her dress. Another night, she said she woke up to find Diddy on top of her. She said she froze. The incident was brief, but in her words, felt like forever. She said these assaults continued sporadically over the years. Sometimes, she couldn't remember the exact details, only that they left her with a dark feeling in her stomach. Mia also said that Diddy used threats to keep her silent, including threatening to tell Cassie about the sexual encounters between him and Mia, something she described as the most shameful thing in her life. When asked why she finally decided to speak out, her answer was simple: "I had to tell the truth. The whole truth, and nothing but the truth." Mia's testimony continues in court, and Diddy's defense team will soon have the opportunity to respond. For now, the trial moves forward, and the world watches.